So my last video is a little scuffed. 32 minutes is a bit long. This one's not going to be nearly as long. Brought to you by King Almond, #1 RU, Somalia, Uganda, Nigeria, Ethiopia, and the whole African continent, #1. So this is going to be like tips and tricks. It's going to be really just basic shit. First off, let's go with the menu. You can press Control U to hide your HUD. Don't know why you'd ever do that. Something. If you press tab and you drag the item into like your inventory, I guess, or I, whichever one, tab or I to use it, just drag it, don't right click it, and you skip the animation. It saves you all of a millisecond. You lose like 5 to 10 frames when you hit tab, so it's preference. I don't use it. I show it off just to show it off later in the video. There's no, like, I get this question a lot, like, third person. No, I don't use it unless the guy's in front of me. You'll see me use it here, but there's no reason to use it unless the guy's up in your face. It's always ADS, usually. Full auto, single file burst. Anything that's not single, you only use if someone's up in your face. There's really no reason to use full auto or any of that shit. I mean, it's just no reason, let's be real here. Bullet leading, dropping. No one wants to lead in this game. I'm telling you that right now. You can watch any streamer. They're all guessing. Bullet drop. There's a bullet drop. Every gun's different. 7.62 has a higher the caliber of the bullet, the more bullet drop it has. That's really that. You just gotta figure it out on your own. There's no real rhyme to it until you know it yourself, I guess. The music you see here is Gillette. It's a great song, Dr. Respect remix. Look it up. It's also the beginning song. Yeah, bullet drop is nothing to it. Like, you just gotta aim. If the guy's far away, just put your crosshair above his head. Bullet drops into his head. There's really nothing compared to Armor and DayZ where someone can definitely teach you leading a bullet, because every time you shoot in this game, there's barely any impact. There's no feedback when you shoot. There's no impact rounds that you can easily tell. And when you're sniping, you automatically get unscoped. So on both actions, except SKS. So but the SKS has so much recoil, you can't really tell. There's no feedback from the game, so no one can really sit here and tell you how to lead your bullets and stuff. It's just something you just gotta keep doing and get it right. Other tips and tricks: go crouch, hold left control. This is as of a new update, so yesterday, time of this video. And hold left control, whatever your crouch walk button is, stealth walk. You make no noise. They can't hear you. You don't hear anything. So you can sneak up on people using it if someone's house camping. Again, that's crouch, left control, hold it, and you're good. Something you probably want to know is M16 is getting a nerf. It's probably important, so you might want to start branching out to the M4, AKM, just so if the M16 does get that nerf, I think it will, you don't get shit on because you don't know how to use another gun. That's that. Ranks are being released on the 7th, if you don't know that, of April, obviously. Leaderboards get reset every month. What are some other tips and tricks? Oh yeah, you can parkour and stuff. Just, like, just look for things you can just get on. I mean, instead of going out the front door of a building, you can jump off a balcony, you can get on the roof of another building. Like this spot right here, you just get on and look out. See if anyone's somewhere, instead of opening the door and running out. I don't know, it's just common sense, let's be real. See, what else? Other tips and tricks people can use. Don't rush people until you're like fully geared. I mean, I don't know, especially in the beginning game. Don't rush people in the beginning of the game until you get a shotgun. Okay, it's a good tip, because everyone just house camps. They hear you, they sit in a room, and if you don't have a shotgun, it's GG. So over here, I'm going out the balcony, because people expect the door. No one's expecting a balcony jump. So there you go. That's why I do it. There's really no other tips and tricks that. Oh yeah, swimming. This is a good one. You can dive if you don't know that. Hold shift, aim your mouse down. You swim 10 times faster than swimming on the surface. if you can figure this out, you can use that same idea and, you know, be a little shitter and do some really annoying things. I'm not gonna say it because then you all know, but it's pretty annoying. If you can figure it out, props to you. Um, Positioning, I guess. Like, someone asked me this. Just you gotta adapt to your terrain, man. Like, I don't know how to explain it. If you're being shot at from two different areas, we'll get back to that. That's what I mean. This is like a spot that I use. You can use a spot against it on Pico, and just use it to exit and scout. You know, it's just like, why wouldn't you use it? Anyways, back to positioning. You just gotta adapt to terrain. If you're being shot from two areas, you either rotate out of there if you can, like heal up, rotate out, or you gotta focus on one guy and just annihilate him, or hit him so much that he will back off and heal, and you can get out. It's all. It's really all positioning is. I don't know what to tell you about it. It's, just knowing how to use the terrain to your advantage. Okay. I'll probably make a positioning video very soon. If you don't know this, the durability of items does display now as of the new update. There is a view distance thing. If you press escape control, it's all the way bottom. This doesn't really make sense because I'm on very low. I can see people literally 1,000 meters away. I have a feeling what the view distance thing actually does is the rendering of items in cars. So if it's on very low, it renders for you unless someone's been there when you get close enough. If that makes sense. So if you have it on medium, you'll like spawn things in, quote unquote, faster than someone who has it very low. Otherwise, I don't see. The view distance in this game is ridiculous. Yeah, that's really about it until I can think of something. Once I do, I'll start this clip up. Alright, some other things I just remembered, I guess, is if you're in a car and you're getting engaged, you can hit Control 1, 2, 3, 4, switch seats. Control 1's driver, Control 2's passenger, figure the rest out. On that note, if you're getting in a car and the hitbox is broken in your driver's seat, so you can just get in and just hit Control 1 and take off. If you hold Shift, by the way, in a car, it's a boost. Apparently no one knows this. Stop holding Shift, stop holding W, and you can kind of stealth in. Since sound in this game is a little weird. So anyways, back on the car thing. So if you're in a solo and a car is behind you, you can actually get ahead. Like you can, like, if you're already ahead of him, you can hit like Control 2 or 3, and then your car comes to a complete stop really fast, so you can shoot him or shoot his wheels out, and then you can get out of your car once the car is to a full stop, and get out and destroy him. I've done this a few times. You can see my montage. It works out pretty nice. Another way you can use that is if you're being shot at and you need to get cover really fast. If you're a driver of the car, you can, and you're playing solo, this can work in duos too, but mostly solo. You can hit like Control 3 and then get out of the car. What this does is it bamboozles the enemy, because they're going to be preaiming the driver door. They're not going to expect you to hit Control 3, which is back left passenger, I think. So you don't want to do that. You want to hit Control 4, so back right passenger away from them, so you can use the car for cover. So it's just like small things like that can save your life. Q and E is lean. Do I use it? Yes. Do I use it a lot? No. Why? Because it's not that useful. And two, you know, you don't want to sit there pressing Q and E the whole day so someone can just pre-aim you and kill you, you know? You want to use it, maybe get a shot off, get back in cover. You don't want to sit there and just hold an angle the whole game. That's it for now until I remember more. Something else I remembered is knowing the difference between like the grips, the muzzle attachments. So the angle grip can make you ADS faster, believe it or not, by like literally a whole millisecond, which is a big deal in this game, since ADSing takes like a full second. It reduces vertical and horizontal recoil by a small amount. Vertical grip does horizontal recoil by a large amount. Flash hider changes the muzzle light and reduces recoil by a very small amount. It's a vertical and horizontal, does both, and it affects decreases the gun particle effect. Compensator decreases vertical recoil by a lot. Suppressor is OP, obviously. If you don't know that, use it. Anyways, comp is the best. So it decreases vertical recoil. Who cares about small amount? You want that whole thing gone. And there's no reason. The flash shadow doesn't even work right now because there's no muzzle effect in the game. And then vertical angle, it's like preference. Vertical is really good if you're one of those kids who likes to full auto, like halfway across the map. Somehow you manage to do that, then vertical is your go-to because then you can just pull down and boom, 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 you're a laser. Angled, you know, you can use it. I use it sometimes. It's pretty nice. You can ADS people. It's really, you get a head start on it, and it does both recoil. So those are just the grips and muzzles. That's really it for this video. So yeah, there you go.